you guys on the 24 450 FX. Gonna try and get into its natural environment today. Some woods riding. I think we're gonna be in for a pretty muddy day though, so gonna try and find some dry trails if possible. See if I can go to the high ground. I'm starting off basically stock from my last video. So I didn't make any adjustments to the clickers from the last video. Pretty close to stock. Sag right now is pretty low in the rear. I think I'm running right at 105. I do want to jack that up a little bit. Probably won't do that while I'm out here today, but soon. There we go. I'm in a normal map, stock map. I do have a woods map loaded up, not loaded up, I'm gonna load it up. But I want to see how the stock maps do just initially, and then we'll make a switch. Sure, it's gonna get a little worse as, you know, if I get tired. I'm just getting over being sick, so I ain't ripping around like doing training today. I'm just out for a cruise, which worked out actually pretty well because I want to see how this thing will do putting around. So I'll be checking in and out. First gear is really low. So you can crawl in first. I didn't want to do that. I will say, this thing's only got, I think, just under 2 hours on it. And the transmission shifting is so damn smooth. I'm impressed. My KTM took a little while, both KTMs took a while to break in. This, from ride 1, 0 hours, like butter. What can I tell you? Since I rode it last, I put my ODI road grips on it, and I put Renthal bars on it. Stay pretty very close to stock, the Chad Reed bend. I want a little more flex in the stock one. Holy shit, this thing is easy to wheelie. Alright, well this says, look at all these orange arrows. Apparently we're going this way. I haven't been here in a long time. I haven't been able to get out here. See how this thing does through some good old single track. What the hell? Oh, okay, I see it. Devastation, jeez. How are they even calling this a trail? Where's it go? That way? No, it's wrong. It's over there. An idea of how snatchy this throttle is. Tell you right off the bottom, it's the crack of the throttle. This thing is snatchy. And I don't mean throttle response, I mean torque, just 450. So, like I said, I'm going to try this map. Yeah, because it seems like I'm lugging a little bit. Not It's even lugging, but slow in RPM. So if I don't pick up the pace, I'm going to stall it. Downshift. See if I can clean that up real quick. What can I tell you? This round seat. See how it does in the woods. A lot of people complain about it. Something like. But the one thing I'm going to say is when you're turning, and what I mean is like when you're leaning the bike over and you're not, it is really good because you're never like on the edge of the seat because it's rounded. So I actually really like it, which I didn't think I was going to. I guess I'm gonna give this thing a whole bath because I'm gonna try and stay in the high ground, but it's not gonna be the case. Feel wide. They're supposed to be 800 just like my ATM, but they feel wider for some reason. I don't know why. And this pace I'm running right now, the suspension does not feel too stiff. It feels a little stiff. Oh, let's see, how bad is it? Woo! Upshift. Nope, total. No one needs this much power. It's ridiculous. Alright, this is the hard terrain map, stock Yamaha. I'm going to say right off the bat, I've been riding it for a few minutes. While the bike runs amazing, the Yamaha map, maybe if I add traction control to it, but they definitely are snappy. Now, throttle response, super crisp. As long as I'm keeping my weight over the front wheel, pushing back on the pegs, at least that part of it. Helping with not getting arm pump. Second gear, guys. So snappy. Tell you, I'm working the clutch. My index finger, I'm an index clutch guy. It's definitely sore. I'm not used to the harder pull of the cable clutch. So it's not even that hard of a pull, but you kind of calibrate yourself. I gotta be honest, for a 450, the way this thing handles is amazing because direction change, I am not feeling like it's heavy at all. Am I saying it feels like a two-stroke? No. Let's not be ridiculous. But damn, it's simple. Feels small too. This thing. Ooh. Seems to be a pretty decent gap between first and second gear ratios. What I'm getting at is I know it's supposed to be, but a little more than I'd like. I'd like keep first the way it is, I guess. Holy shit. But maybe go up a tooth or so in the rear to help out second. Just for crawling. For like cross-country racing, hair scramble stuff, not gonna need it. Like the hair scrambles I race, they're not this tight. Enduros are, but I don't see myself doing any enduros on this. Alright, so here comes some whoops up here. Gonna lug it a little bit. Don't tell me they're all wet. It's not gonna be fun. What an animal. You like wheelies? Like for you. twist the throttle harder. Once we get through this section, I'm going to load my softer map. Oh, through the whoops. Suspension feels good. Crazy to me, but the hard terrain map, it is literally ripped your arms off. I thought it would be tamer than just standard map, but whoa, maybe I'm misunderstanding what the hard terrain map is. Super torquey off the bottom. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the hard terrain is giving me a lot of initial torque. I can go in there and look at the mapping. I have it. It's a bit aggressive. Put it that way. Big, wide open. Oh. Big, wide open courses I can see, but like, you see how squirrely I just got back there in those gnarly roots, so yeah, it's just freaking snappy as shit, man. I don't like this map for this. I actually really like this map for moto. Oh yeah, it's like a tractor. It's not even like I can say it's because I'm tired. I'm not. Yeah, it's me just plugging it. Okay, so hard terrain map. Noted. Not for slow technical stuff. If you think it is, you're a better man than I. It's gonna come in handy for these whoops though, ready? Alright, so what this suspension is not good at is slow chop. It gets hard. Ready? Roll on. Instant. So yeah, this map is tuned very well. Instead of hard terrain, I'd call it hard hitting. Alright, let's do a little more single track riding with the new map. It's the map I made. All I did was soften it off the bottom to get rid of that initial really strong hit that it had in the stock map. My map is a little sluggish off the bottom, a tad more than I want it to be, so maybe it needs a little tweaking. But I'm also running traction control on low, so that could be also a factor. But the traction control, I like that it has level, because it works really well. a little huffing going on too, off on these cells. Little, I wouldn't even call it popping. Oh, going the wrong way. Oh, fell into the freaking mud pit. I will say traction right there in the mud, right? Getting a lot of wheel spin. It does feel odd, but yeah, I kind of like this map. Maybe I'll tweak it a little bit. It's a good option. Keep playing, make more. Tight stuff. This is not like hair scramble stuff. This is enduro type trail right here. I will say this map kind of gives you the sensation it wants to stall, but it has not flamed out on me. A lot of feedback from the tires. You can really feel when this bike is sliding. It's not numb at all, which I like. Because it allows me to just push a little longer, a little harder. Perfect. That's where I want to go. Nope, not. Just kidding. This turn is where I want to go. Tell you what, gearing, I think my 350 has a higher top speed than this. Got the 6th gear. I didn't feel very fast, and I was probably pretty close to the limiter. 2nd gear. Third gear. Back down a second. Ooh. Ooh. Hit that tree and it bounced me. Don't want to fall down in the water. Suspension feels good. I will say though, I'm going to soften it up for this stuff because I just looked down. I got quite a bit of travel left. I'm not using nearly all the suspension, excuse me. Gnarly roots there. Carry the wheel. If you're on the fence, if you can handle a 450, don't buy it. Shit. Alright, we can do this loop again, but I got my woods map in here to tame this piece down a little bit off the bottom, and I'm running low track control. Don't expect this to be than the 350. It's just kind of scared to ride through here. It's got so much torque. You twist the throttle, it's at the next corner. Much better the second lap. I feel like we're getting along a little better. Low RPM luggability, guys. No recluse here. I don't care if I jinx myself, it's fine at this point, but zero flame out. Usually brand new tight engine. Oh, nut pressure. You usually get some. Hey guys, I gotta go back to the truck for some gas, so here are my 5 likes of this bike so far. Only got about 2.5 hours on it. Half moto, half wood. Number 1, handling. This thing handles really well. Feels like a knife even in the woods. Yes, 450, yes, heavy, but it doesn't feel that way. I put a softer hitting map into it, which even helped the snatchiness, because hey, it's a 450, so it's got all that torque. Number 2, I really like the ability to tune it, to put that map in there. So the tuner app's number 2. Number 3, the transmission is super slick, super smooth from hour 0. Felt like there was no break-in period at all with it. KTM took a while. So number 4, probably gonna catch a little heat for this. The seat, the rounded seat, I actually really like it. It's uncomfortable, so let's get that out there. I'm not saying that, but I like the performance of it. Being able to move the bike around and you always feel like you're uniform. Yeah, you don't lock in your ass crack to the corner, but I don't know, I like that seat. Really comfortable. And number 5, I just like the overall package they gave us. This bike is awesome. I'm out of the points, my hair scrambled, so like I'm actually considering maybe just doing a round on it, because you can get in such a flow with this bike. I automatically felt comfortable with it, so that's my number 5. Like, just overall package, very comfortable. Only thing I changed, I like these ODI road grips for a little more cushion, and I did Renthal bars, Chad Reed bend, just because I wanted a little more flex. So that's my top 5. Thanks guys. Let's talk about 5 dislikes for this bike. Didn't like the handlebars so much, they were really stiff. I I don't like the pegs. They have no grip. Need to replace those. I don't like the fact that there's no little like tether for the kickstand. So Moto, I've been taking it off. I don't like these actually. The map button's fine. The start button, they're fine. But what I don't like, this is so big. I do like that KTMs are long and thin, because when I'm trying to place it, this is a little too far in. You see that? For me to hit. This one I kept in the outside. I'm kind of on the fence on the cable clutch. The cable clutch is great, but like, look, I got a little play, I got to adjust it. I'm not used to that. That's all that is. I do like the feel of it. I've been clutching it a lot, so it's probably getting hot. So motocross, not a problem. In the woods, clutching the crap out of bikes, tight stuff like I just did, I don't want to have to adjust this all the time. That's just taking off. I don't have time in the air. You know what I mean? Like motocross, I have to constantly be paying attention to what I'm doing. So I may wind up going hydraulic with that. We'll see. Not set on it. So what do we have? 4? What's my 5th dislike? Plastics, not the look. I love the look of the new style. I don't like, they're kind of flimsy, not gonna lie. You know, yeah, everybody replaces them and whatnot, but I put 90 hours on my KTM 250. They still were fine. They're very rigid. They have a lot of support, so they're great. These, they just feel flimsy to me. I rode, this thing's got 2 hours on it. It looks roached out, like up here on the shroud. It's all scratched up. So, not crazy about that.